Let me tell you something powerful. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's not luck, it's not magic, and it's not reserved for a chosen few. It's built day by day through one simple but life-changing habit. The kind of habit that separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers, and the weak from the unstoppable. Every one of us has a dream, a goal, a vision of the life we want. But most people give up halfway, not because they can't reach it, but because they stop believing in themselves when it gets hard. They stop showing up when life tests them. But what if I told you that you could become unstoppable? That you could reach a level where nothing, not fear, not failure, not doubt, can break your focus? This speech isn't just about motivation, it's about transformation. It's about building the one habit that will completely change the direction of your life. The one habit that will help you push through pain, rise from failure, and stand tall no matter what comes your way. So if you're tired of starting over, if you're ready to rise above every obstacle and finally become the person you were meant to be, stay with me till the very end. Because what you're about to hear might just be the spark that wakes up the greatness that's been sleeping inside you. This is the moment you stop talking about your dream and start living it. Consistency over motivation is the true foundation of greatness. Motivation is like a spark. It ignites your fire, but that fire will burn out if you don't keep feeding it. Most people wait to feel inspired before they act. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect energy, or the perfect mood. But the truth is, success doesn't come to those who wait to feel ready. It comes to those who move even when they don't feel like it. Consistency means showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter what the circumstances are. It's about doing the work when no one is watching, when there's no applause, no recognition, and no promise of instant reward. It's waking up early when your body screams for more sleep, staying focused when distractions call your name, and giving your best effort when your mind tries to convince you to settle. Motivation fades, but consistency builds momentum. Every day you stay consistent, you're planting seeds. Yes. You might not see growth right away, but beneath the surface something powerful is happening. Your habits are forming, your character is strengthening, your mind is sharpening. The days you feel least motivated are the days that define you most, because pushing through those moments builds the kind of resilience that no speech, no book, and no inspiration can give you. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. It means persistence. You will stumble, you will fall short, and you will face days that test your will. But what matters is that you keep showing up. Every act of discipline compounds over time, turning ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Those who rely on motivation will always rise and fall with their emotions. But those who rely on consistency rise above them. They understand that emotions are temporary, but habits are permanent. You can't build greatness on feelings, you build it on actions repeated daily. The gym sessions, the study hours, the late nights, the sacrifices, they all add up to a person who becomes unstoppable. Because when you learn to act without waiting to feel motivated, you take control of your future. You stop depending on inspiration and start depending on discipline. That's where transformation happens, not in bursts of passion, but in the quiet, relentless act of showing up again and again until success has no choice but to show up too. Faith in the process is the invisible strength that separates dreamers from achievers. Most people give up not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they lose faith too soon. The journey toward success is never a straight road. It's filled with detours, setbacks, and moments that make you question everything. When the results don't show up right away, doubt begins to whisper, telling you to stop, to quit, to settle. But the ones who become unstoppable are those who trust the process even when nothing around them seems to be working. They understand that greatness takes time, and every small, unseen step is preparing them for something bigger. Faith means believing in the unseen, continuing to work hard even when the outcome is uncertain, and trusting that your efforts are building momentum behind the scenes. The process will test you before it rewards you. You will have days when your progress feels invisible, when your sacrifices seem unnoticed, and when your goals feel miles away. But faith reminds you that growth often happens in silence. A seed doesn't sprout the moment it's planted. It takes time, nurturing, and patience before it breaks through the soil. The same is true for your dreams. You may not see the evidence of your progress right now, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Every repetition, every small effort, every lesson learned, it is a brick in the foundation of your success. Faith allows you to keep building even when you can't yet see the full structure. When you trust the process, you stop rushing outcomes. You stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You stop measuring success by how fast you get there and start measuring it by how much you grow along the way. The process shapes you into the person capable of handling the success you're working for. Without the process, even if you got what you wanted, you wouldn't be ready to keep it. Faith keeps you grounded, focused, and persistent. It keeps your vision alive when the path feels dark. Believing in the process means understanding that every delay is not denial, it's preparation. You may not see it yet, but your hard work is creating results in the background. Keep walking, keep trusting, and one day, everything you believed in will unfold before your eyes. Embracing failure as fuel is one of the most powerful habits any person can develop. Most people fear failure because they see it as a sign of weakness, as proof that they aren't good enough. But the truth is, failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than most people have even tried. Failure is a teacher, and the lessons it gives are priceless. When you fail, you discover what doesn't work, you gain clarity, and you learn to adjust your approach. Every setback carries a message, but only those who are willing to listen, reflect, and rise again truly grow. The unstoppable person doesn't run from failure. They study it, they use it, and they transform it into fuel that drives them forward with even greater determination. Failure builds strength in ways success never can. When everything goes right, you enjoy it, but you don't grow. Growth happens when things fall apart, when plans crumble, and when life forces you to dig deeper than you ever thought you could. Those moments reveal your character, your patience, and your resilience. Each failure tests your commitment to your dreams. Will you give up because it got hard, or will you rise because you believe you're meant for more? Every time you choose to rise, you get stronger. You stop fearing failure and start respecting it because it becomes the reason you push harder and smarter. Failure refines your focus. It strips away your ego and forces you to see what truly matters. It teaches humility, sharpens your instincts, and builds a mindset that doesn't crumble under pressure. The greatest advantage of failure is that it makes you fearless. Once you've been knocked down and stood up again, you realize that falling isn't the end. It's just another step. That realization gives you confidence to take bigger risks, to aim higher, and to keep chasing what others consider impossible. Failure doesn't define you, it reveals you. Every time you bounce back, you're proving to yourself that nothing can stop you unless you let it. When you learn to embrace failure instead of avoiding it, it becomes your greatest ally, turning every defeat into a stepping stone toward your ultimate victory. Self-discipline is the silent power that turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It is the bridge between your goals and your accomplishments, the unseen force that keeps you going when everything inside you wants to stop. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't want to do it. It's waking up early to chase your dream when your bed feels like the most comfortable place on earth. It's staying focused on your purpose when distractions surround you from every direction. While talent might give you a head start, it's discipline that determines how far you'll go. Many people have dreams, but only a few are disciplined enough to stay committed long after the excitement fades. That's what separates those who wish from those who achieve. Discipline is not about punishing yourself, it's about mastering yourself. It's about controlling your impulses, managing your emotions, and choosing long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve your goal, you're strengthening your inner will. The more disciplined you become, the more power you gain over your own life. Discipline turns chaos into control, and control into progress. It builds consistency, and consistency builds trust in yourself. You begin to realize that you don't need to wait for the right mood or perfect conditions. You create them through your actions. Discipline doesn't care about how you feel. It cares about what you do. Those who master self-discipline don't depend on motivation because they've built systems that guide their behavior even when emotions fluctuate. They don't make decisions based on comfort. They make them based on commitment. Discipline trains your mind to endure discomfort, to push through boredom, and to find strength in repetition. It's what allows you to stay locked in on your vision while others lose focus. Over time, discipline becomes your greatest freedom, because when you control your habits, you control your destiny. Every great achievement, every extraordinary success story has discipline at its core. It's not glamorous, it's not loud, but it's unstoppable. When you develop the habit of discipline, you no longer chase success. It comes to you naturally, drawn by the energy of someone who refuses to quit until the goal is done. Vision that never fades is what separates those who try from those who triumph. It is the inner picture that burns so vividly in your mind that no obstacle can blur it. Vision is not just about what you want to achieve. It's about seeing it so clearly that you begin to live it long before it happens. When you have a vision that refuses to fade, it becomes your compass through the storms of doubt, fear, and failure. Life will test your focus, people will question your dreams, and circumstances will try to break your spirit. But when your vision is alive inside you, no amount of noise can silence it. It's the fire that keeps you moving forward when your strength runs low, the reminder of why you started, and the belief that what you see in your mind will one day be seen by the world. A strong vision gives purpose to your pain. When challenges come, it reminds you that the struggle is not the end. It's part of the process. Every long night, every rejection, every delay becomes a building block for the dream you see ahead. The unstoppable person doesn't lose sight of their vision when the road gets dark. They adjust their steps, but never their direction. They are the ones who kept going, who kept grinding, who refused to let fear, failure, or fatigue decide their story. So wherever you are in your journey, remember this: your time is coming. Keep building when no one believes, keep fighting when no one supports you, and keep moving when the road feels long. The world may not clap for you today, but one day it will stand in awe of the person you became. Stay consistent, stay focused, and never let the fire inside you go dim. Because once you master this one habit, nothing and no one will be able to stop you from reaching your destiny. Thank you for listening, for believing, and for striving to become the best version of yourself. I wish you strength when times get hard, courage when fear tries to hold you back, and faith when doubt whispers in your ear. Keep going, because your breakthrough is closer than you think. Good luck on your journey, and may your light never fade.